Hey everyone. Quick show of hands here. Put up your hand if you've heard of the mid-wit meme. The mid-wit meme. Okay, less than 10%. Very surprising. So I'll give you a quick intro first. My name's Andy. I was in Canada my whole life until a year ago. Moved to San Francisco to join Y Combinator, raise a seed round, and now I'm back here. Thanks for the invite of Jason. I'm building an accounting software, but that's not what I'm here to tell you about today, because that will put you guys to sleep. For the next couple minutes, I will go through, one, educating most of you what this meme is, two is go through a thought experiment, and then three, hopefully give you some very actionable steps to making better decisions towards your goal. And full disclosure, most of what I say is very similar to what Scott presented earlier, but from a very different perspective that echoes a lot of the Y Combinator theme. So first, I'll just tell you what the mid-wit meme is. If you don't know, just pull up your phone and just Google mid-wit meme, M-I-D, mid-wit, W-I-T meme. It's basically this bell curve with y-axis as the amount of people on a percentage basis, x-axis as IQ. Think of a classroom where you have a few people maybe passing, or maybe failing, a few people getting hundreds, and then most of the people are normally distributed in the middle. So this meme basically explains that this happens to a lot of things when people make decisions. You get this person on the left side who's losing hair. They call him or her the simpleton. This person basically makes really simple decisions. And most of the times they're right, but sometimes they're wrong. And then you have this person on the very right side who's got the hair gelled up with a hoodie. They call him the genius. And this person is thinking, okay, things are super complex, but let's just make the simple decision and just get it done. You don't get a lot of those people. They're at the end of the normal distribution. A lot of the people that you get are in the middle who are thinking, all the complexities, all the probabilities. So if you're building a startup, if you're raising money, the person on the left side is thinking, you know what, okay, why don't I just go talk to investors, talk to users? The person on the right side is saying, okay, well, all this advice, all this, great, but let me tone it down. I'll just iterate, just preserve through the hard times, and then just talk to users. And they have the person in the middle saying, well, I need to raise money, I need a financial model, I need a CFO, wait, I need to hire a CFO, okay, maybe I'll hire a recruiter, and the list goes on and on and on, etc. So hopefully you all know what this meme means now. Now I'm going to ask you a couple questions. Put up your hand if you think you are the simpleton, the person on the left. Okay, we got 3 people, trolls or simpletons. Put up your hand if you think you're the midwit in the middle who's always overcomplicating things. Very generous. Okay, about half the people. Put up your hand if you think you're the genius on the very, very right side. Okay, we got a couple geniuses over there, 1 to 2. Funny enough, if you look at the data points that I just gathered, it perfectly matches the distribution. Now I'm going to ask you another set of questions. Okay. Who in this room wants to be the simpleton? Put up your hand if you want to be the simpleton. Okay, like 5, 10 people. Who wants to be the midwit? Nobody wants to be the midwit. Okay, like 5 people or so. Who wants to be the genius? Okay, a lot of people, 80%. Fits just like the middle of the bell curve. Do you guys notice something here? The resulting data points from the 2 sets of questions I asked matches perfectly. A lot of people think they're in the middle, and a lot of people want to be on the right. So this is one of the takeaways I want to give to everybody. And it also echoes a lot of what Scott said in Y Combinator's advice, which is a lot of things are very counterintuitive. It's not the most obvious choice. Everybody thinks they're in the middle, they want to be the genius, but what ends up happening is you're just going to be the midwit. So this midwit meme teaches you one thing. To get to the result of the genius, sometimes you can just act as the simpleton. Even though the simpleton might look dumb, like an idiot, but this curve tells you one thing. they get the exact same results. So hopefully that was helpful. My time is up, and I'll take any questions.
I'll go for it. What are the dangers of being the simpleton? Like the reason we don't want to go there, we're like, well, it seems dangerous.
A simpleton doesn't think, what are the dangers? Same as the genius doesn't think, what are the dangers? It is what it is. Let's not overthink it. Let's just do it. So I can't answer that question because that's a question where you ask in the middle. What are the dangers? What are the things you need to watch out for? There are, but it defeats the purpose of the message I'm trying to convince here.
We'll take one last question from a genius.
Oh, there's a question up there.
How did this affect you in your building of your company?
That's a genius question. That's a really good question. I would say, I think this is a concept that I thought I understood the whole time. But even though I knew this meme down to the core, as I was building things, I was very tempted to become the midweight. Everyone else was doing the same thing, so you have this questioning in your head saying, why aren't you doing what other people are doing, the majority of people? And then you have all these voices from investors, customers, partnerships, et cetera. Hey, what happens if this goes wrong? What happens if you don't do this? So all these thinking comes in, and I would say it's very challenging, even knowing this, to still try to act like the simpleton. But you just have to grind through it, either do what the midwit does and fail really quickly and learn, or just think right away and say, I remember that meme. Just do the simpleton thing, see what happens, and then figure out the next step.